Welcome back, watch fans. Today we're going to be looking at an amazing watch that was recently released in 2021. This is going to be the 5236P by Patek Philippe, which is one of the most amazing watchmakers that you'll ever find. And one of those things a lot of people do ask, they'll say to us, well, I just recently heard of Patek or just recently heard of Patek Philippe. So it's one of those brands that has definitely set its standard and mark as #1 in the Swiss watchmaking industry. And this is definitely one of those watches that will show you why. Now, being born actually by being renamed in 1851, this watch brand actually sets a standard and a bar that no one can say that they have really succeeded or surpassed them at any time. The two actually would meet at a fair or exhibition in Paris, where Jean-Adrien was actually showing his keyless watch winding, and Patek actually saw it and instantly took to him. The two would then later begin a relationship, and this was around 1842, but by 1851 had definitely formed a bond to the fact that they joined together, changed the name of their company, and created what we enjoy today as Patek Philippe. This is definitely a personal favorite for me. Before joining SwissWatchExpo, I actually was working at one of the Patek authorized dealers, which was definitely a fun place to be at, but definitely nothing like what you would find here at SwissWatchExpo, where you find phenomenal pricing on those same pieces that we love, that we're told are so far away from getting a 5-year waiting list, a 10-year waiting list. Well, we have the 5236P right here for your viewing. This piece definitely gives you little phenomenal nuances that stand out and go a step above. We'll first start with one of the smallest that people do ask us a lot of times. They ask us about the new modern diamond that is actually going to be put on the watch itself. Now, that diamond itself is actually top Wesselton. What that means is that it's going to be a VVS quality diamond, and it's going to be F to G in color. That was considered fantastic. Remember, what we have now, technology-wise, allows us to cut diamonds better, to get a lot more accuracy out of the diamonds, and we find more colorless diamonds now. But overall, and we're talking since the 1800s here, this definitely stands out, and it gives that little piece or little kiss that you really want to find when watchmaking is what you do and horology is your thing. Now, with this particular watch, it is also going to have the inline perpetual calendar, which is one of those things that stands out and is a step above what you would find. We always say the American Cyclops when it's 2, but what do you do when it's actually 3 that are perfectly in line? And they're going to be controlled by a coaxial co-pilot that's inside of the movement that actually makes it where you can enjoy this watch risk-free or a lot more easily when controlling the actual watch itself. So there are push indicators where you can change the different features. Now, the features on this watch themselves are going to range from everything of showing you the day, the date, the month, the moon phase, and there's even a leap year indicator. Yes, a leap year indicator, which goes 1 through 4, which the 4 actually tells you that it is going to be that in red. And so it does stand out, but it also lets you know that you're coming up on about your 5-year service as well. So it does have dual purposing in it. You won't hear that a lot of places, but that is one of the things that we did say at Patek that you do want to know is that it is. It's also indicating the following year is your 5th year, and it should be time for your standard servicing as well. But you also have a day-night indicator that is going to be on there as well. I really find that fun because it's all the little features and nuances that I would want in my Patek when I'm looking at buying a platinum piece. The platinum pieces also give you a nice weight to it. So even though it is on a leather strap, it gives a nice weight up top. And then there's a platinum buckle that is actually going to be on the bottom to balance out some of that weight for you as well. I really believe that this watch gives you features that you do not find everywhere, but it is done by the best of the best with Swiss watches. When we say the best of the best, it's not just about the fact that they give you a quality that is more than amazing. This is a brand that is now in their 4th generation of being controlled still by family. Once the Stern Group would later come in the 1930s to actually push the brand forward. But it is also one of those brands that decided to take the risk during the big quartz crisis and said, we are going to be one of 2 companies, yes, only 2 companies, did price increasing during the quartz crisis and said, we don't care, we're better than that. We know who we are, we know what we are, we know our standards. And Patek, being one of those two, the other being Rolex, are actually have set their bar and their standards. And this is why you see such a huge gap in spread between Patek and its next competitor, that would be maybe Jaeger-LeCoultre, which is JLC, or Vacheron Constantin, and why you see Rolex stand above when it comes to Omega or any of the other brands that may have been in the same window where they used to be the same price platform. So they have definitely set the standard of telling us, know who you are, understand who you are, and we believe in living by that here at Swiss Watch Expo. But we want to know what you think in the comments below.